Hey there guys, it's me, Paper Jap. How's it going? Jap, your desktop is a mess. How do you even find anything? No wonder your computer chugs. But in this video, Jap28 is going to show you how he makes his thumbnails. Yeah, P. Diddy, I hope you're paying close attention. Now, we all can't be like Crash the Skylands and do it in MS Paint. He is pretty impressive to do the thumbnails he does. But Jap uses Photoshop, and I hope you learn some tips along the way. Yeah, so let's head over to Photoshop and join Jap28. Alright, so now I am in Photoshop, so let's get started. Go down up to here to File, New. Now I like to use these weird dimensions. Okay, let's put them in. I like to go, the width is 1111 by 626. Put that in. Boom! There we go. That's the perfect size for a thumbnail. There we go. So now let's give this a color. Let's take a different blue. That looks good right there. Boom. All right. Using our paint bucket right there. Boom. Look at simple. There you got a background color, but that's boring. So let's pick a secondary color. Yeah, yellow. Okay. All right. Well, maybe, and purple. There we go. Alright, that's now, instead of using the paint bucket, use the gradient tool. Look at that. Now you can get some really cool effects. I don't know if I like this, man. It's too Easter-like. Alright, let's change that purple out. Let's go back to blue. There, that looks better. Okay. Let's try to get a nice... Well, there. That looks good. Perfect for a... nice colors. Blue's a good color to use, I find. Alright, and now let's grab a picture of Splat. Now you'll want to look for a PNG. Yeah, PNG, a portable network graphic. But sometimes, look at this is not cool. It's got a white background, and that happens sometimes. I couldn't find one of Splat, an actual PNG. So now you can spend time with the lasso tool, tracing her all out. And then I like to hit edit, copy, edit, paste. I'm just doing a quick job just to show you, and then you take off, delete this layer. But that doesn't look too good, and you can spend a lot of time tracing stuff out. So I just like to use the magic wand here, and we're selecting all the white areas. Right there. Right around here. There's one in here. One up here. There we go. And hit delete. Delete. There we go. Oh, I missed one. Right. Well, I won't worry about that one too much. Right here. Get rid of that. Delete. And we can also get rid of that. Now go over to the eraser. There's an eraser tool. And just erase just the areas you don't really want. There we go. Now this is looking good. All right. Now let's maybe make Splat transform the scale. There we go. That's a little better. Now I'm holding down the shift button so she doesn't get distorted. Yeah, you don't want her distorted. Alright, now let's go to our text tool. And we'll put some text. Alright, we're going to call this, you can put any title, but we'll call it Thumbnails for this particular video. That looks pretty good. Now let's change the color, highlight it. And let's change the color up here. There we go. That'll show up good. There. That's looking pretty good. Now you can move it, place it anywhere you want. I'm just dragging it around with the pointer tool. Now I'm going to go in a little bit more advanced here. We're going to go up. I want to go to text. And let's warp that text a little bit. You can warp it. I like to use the flag. Where's flag? There it is. Boom! You can change this and warp this. I like that one right the way it is. That looks pretty cool. Okay, and let's put this behind Splat though. So you can go over to your layers, and at any time you can drag and move the layers around. See, now the thumbnail is behind Splat. That looks pretty good. I like that. I like it. It's coming along. It looks good. But I want to resaturate the type. Now this is a little bit more advanced, but this, when you resaturate the type, you can actually paint the inside of it. So here, let's go back to our paint bucket, and boop, 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 boop. Oops. Edit, undo. Or you can go to history. Dick, dick, dick. Look at that. Now that is coming along. Alright, but it needs something more, so I've already downloaded some images of a paint splat. Yeah, a PNG, an actual PNG file. You'll see what I mean. Let's open that up. Boom. See all the black and white behind it? Now let's drag and drop. Boop. Look at it. Now that looks cool. Let's place it, I don't know, right about there. But let's make sure we put it in behind everything. Move the layer. That's not the right color though. I don't like that color. Let's move splat over a bit. There. Let's center everything. Yeah, I don't like that color, so let's go to that image, adjust the hue and saturation. Now look at this. Whoop. You could look at that. There. That's more of a splat color. I like it. Now you can also duplicate this. I want to have more splat colors, so let's copy layer or duplicate layer. There we go, and we'll place that, but let's reverse it. Transform, flip horizontal. There we go. Now let's do the same step we did earlier. Let's go into image, adjust the hue and saturation, and let's adjust the hue. Let's get a nice yellow. Boom. Oh, now look at that thumbnail. Now that's coming along pretty darn good. Alright, I'm liking it, but I think splat should be a little bit bigger. Transform the scale. Now I'm holding down the shift button so she doesn't get distorted. There we go. Now that's looking good. That's looking really good. Alright, so let's add, this is a little bit more advanced. Let's add some effects to make this, let's just finish it off. A new layer. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we got a new layer, and let's make, I like to use like really light colors, so white. Okay, we'll go to our paintbrush now. Ooh, way too big. Let's make the there. See, you can paint. But that looks ugly. So let's go back to history and go back a step. Alright, so let's change the opacity way down, maybe a little bit bigger. There we go. Now I just place these randomly. There we go. That looks pretty good. Maybe one up here. I feel like Bob Ross here. They're right. No, I go. Let's increase the opacity bigger and make the brush smaller. And I just randomly put little dots all over. They look like little stars or like almost like a lens flare. I think that, wow, I think that looks pretty darn good. But I hope you learned a little something. I know maybe I'll go into better detail next video and do another one of these. But all we have left to do is go to File, Save As. I like to save it as a JPEG. And boom, you got your thumbnail ready for YouTube. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe and like, and I'll be back soon with more Skylander content. Alright, bye everyone.
My mama don't like you, and she likes everyone. And I never like to admit that I was wrong.